We have epic strike towers are back. So you know what that means. We're going to do the common dinosaur versus the epic strike tower challenge. But first, as I pulled in, there's a lot going on over here, but over there, and you can't see it, but it's over there, is this Gorgosuchus. It's always good to find an epic class. Woo, the sun got really bright there. It's always good to find an epic class. So I'm going to launch my drone before it disappears. And we're gonna start today's video off on a positive note. 109 DNA is not terrible. And Gorgosuchus actually is a by itself, it's good. Let's just be real. I faced plenty of those dinosaurs at level 20, not really anything higher than 20. And let me tell you that, like, on turn 2 and turn 3, it can probably take out just about any dinosaur that you've got up in front of you. But there's more to it than that, because it's actually part of a hybrid. There it is. And it's the Megalosuchus, which, if you're looking for a good Indominus Rex counter, it's a pretty good counter if you're not already using something that has the nullify that takes away the cloak. So there you go. I'm going to grab a coffee, and then I might have to get a couple of those Parasaurolophus, but I'm definitely hitting up that strike tower. Okay, so I'm a little out of breath because I kind of have a cool little vantage point here, but down there is where this epic strike tower is. Problem is, I can GPS drift over there and reach it, but just standing here, I can't. So I'm like on the 3rd flight of stairs here. So this could be, it's gonna be a lot of me going up and down stairs. I'll edit all that out for you guys, but we do have an epic strike tower, and it's like 10 steps. So you're gonna get 4 different incubators off of this. And if I'm not mistaken, all the dinosaurs are 1 level higher than they were before. So keep that in mind. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to continue my experiment, my learning, my education on matchups. And the reason why this is important to me, I know, like, you guys might be thinking, why? Like, why not just run through this? And truth be told, if I'm not doing a video on a specific strike tower, if I'm just doing one on my own, I just steamroll through it. It's whatever. But when I'm doing videos, I like to make it a learning experience, because if you checked out MetaHub's article yesterday, maybe the day before, they interviewed the person who finished first in the first seasonal tournament of Jurassic World Alive. And one of the things that really stood out to me that makes this video important is matchups make or break your battle arena. And it's I mean, here it's coming from the top guy. And yes, the top guy has insanely strong dinosaurs. There's no confusing that. But at a certain level, they all have insanely strong dinosaurs. And it doesn't matter. They play opponents who have about the same level dinosaurs as they have, just like you play opponents who have dinosaurs about the same level as you. So this comes in really handy if you can take these strike towers and use them for education on learning your matchups. So that's what I'm hoping to gain out of this. I hope that that is what you gain out of this. So what I'm going to do is, you know the drill. I'm going to take this week's dinosaurs, and I'm not going to use the epics if I don't have to. Last week, if you will remember, and I'll put a link, let's see, the link goes there, I believe. It's been a while since I've done one of those, but I'll put a link to last week's strike tower where I used commons and took out the entire strike tower, epic class strike tower, with just the commons, which I wasn't expecting, but those dinosaurs were leveled up higher than this week's dinosaurs for me. We're gonna start off with the, I got shadows everywhere, but Dilophosaurus Gen 2, the Diplocalus, the Gallimimus, and the Monolophosaurus Gen 2. Now, I'm really not expecting to struggle probably in the first couple of battles here. Typically, they kind of toss you some softballs. If you will notice, on these dinosaurs, they have this swap in, the little circles. Those are swap-in effects, and all of these dinosaurs, the swap-in effect is actually going to be a reduction in my opponent's damage, which is going to be really nice, especially considering that I am so under-leveled. Now, one thing that I'm not going to do is I'm not going to make you watch like a 45-minute video of me taking out all of these levels, so that really hurt. So what I'm gonna do is I'll take out probably the first couple, and then look at that, I'm gonna get knocked out here. I'm gonna take out the first couple, and then I'll probably speed through the next few. Honestly, I don't know these dinosaurs very well, and you don't get the swap in abilities if you bring it in after a dinosaur is fainted, so keep that in mind as well. You're definitely going to want to do the actual swapping in order to take advantage of that ability. So this is actually going to turn out really nice for me because I lowered his damage, her damage, but then I was also able to cleanse or debuff, or what is it, nullify Baryonic's ability, and now we're going to swap in with another, and this could be significantly more difficult than last week's Epic Strike Tower. I think the best thing to do here is going to be reduce their damage, and Ready to Crush is a good move for me, for my opponent to use, because I'm going to nullify that, but then I'm also going to knock it out, my opponent. So I finally even things out at one dinosaur piece, and if you are in the lower levels, if you've just started off, or if you've been playing for a little while, ouch, I really need to remember that I have these swap-in abilities, because I haven't remembered that, and I could be keeping myself from being knocked out. And that goes with knowing your dinosaurs. I don't know these dinosaurs, I never use them, but I'm close to being knocked out here, so I'm definitely going to need to use my swap-in ability to reduce the damage on the Baryonyx, unless, never mind, because I'm gonna just be able to straight up knock out Baryonyx. But moving forward, I'm going to need to really pay attention and use the ability of the swap-in. But what I was saying is, not Nundasuchus, but Caprosuchus from last night's video is actually a really, really nice, I want to catch that before I drift out of the, I missed it. But Caprosuchus at high levels is really nice, and the problem is it has two decent hybrids, so a lot of people will forego leveling up their Caprosuchus in order to start progressing on those hybrids, but Caprosuchus is really nice. I'm gonna go back over there, get within range of that strike tower, and then we'll be back for round 2 of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Round 2 of 10. Back now for round 2. Again, going to just use the same dinosaurs. Now, I didn't think last week, I didn't think the commons would be able to take out the entire Epic Strike Tower, and I was wrong. But I really don't think this week I'm going to be able to take out this Epic Strike Tower with just common dinosaurs. But we're gonna open up the same. Gallimimus, Evasive Stance. Gotta get a couple dodges in there somewhere. Ouch. So I don't know. What I do know is I'm going to have to, yikes, I'm slower than my opponent too. Okay, so now I'm going to use my swap-in ability to use a faster dinosaur. And from here on out, I might just be doing a lot of swapping. But that's what these dinosaurs are for. Their damage output has been negated a little bit for the swap-in abilities. Man. I was fat. Oh, because when he swapped in, he gets the attack. I hope my reduction. Oh, good, it knocked him out. Whew. This is not going to be easy. So I think my best bet here is to swap in with my Diplocalus, and because I'm faster, I think I Still get to move now. But I did survive because of the damage reduction. And I mean, there's just not much that I can do here. I'm gonna get knocked out. Again, the reduction in damage. Ooh, I survived. Man, these commons aren't gonna, there's no way that they're gonna make it. Maybe should have done a swap in right there. Maybe I'm just not playing them well, but okay, so I'm gonna go first. My guess is he's gonna swap out, but I'm just gonna do my nullifying. Maybe should have done damage distraction just in case. So 2 to 2. I'm not gonna be able to take much of a hit, so I think my best play here for Positive Sukas is to go ahead and just knock it out on the first turn. Definitely not as easy without a level 20. And again, I am using 2 level 11s and 2 level 15s to do this, so let's see if I can get it real quick. Just not fast. Round 3. First incubator is on the line here. And I'm trying to keep my arms out of the sun, because I'm definitely gonna get a sunburn out of all this. So Gallimimus has been completely lackluster so far. I don't know that it's dodged yet, but we're gonna keep going with the evasive stance here. I mean, it's plenty of damage if I can get a dodge, but I'm not getting a dodge. And that hurts. And he swaps in, is gonna knock me out again. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But at some point, you would think that Gallimimus would dodge anything, something, anything. And to the best of my recollection, I haven't dodged anything yet. So I'm going to attack. I'm going to do the distraction here. Ready to crush. Should be fine because I'm going to do the nullifying impact here. Should be able to survive this pretty handedly. And this should be the knockout. So it's level 11 versus level 10. Irritator Gen 2. It's definitely more of a chess match here, with my opponent being able to swap in and attack, but my swap ins negating damage. I can't knock out my opponent, so I'm going to swap into the Monolophosaurus Gen 2 because I'm going to get to go first here. Okay. And I definitely want to reduce the damage that my opponent is throwing at me. And then Ready to Crush is going to be no good for him. It's going to be the easy knockout. And potentially could swap out into something else. Baryonyx is going to get the free attack. One to one. Definitely a lot more of a cerebral match than it is a physical match here. Now, because he's faster than me, she's faster than me, I'm going to swap in to get that damage reduction right here. And I think I swapped into a faster dinosaur. Not 100% positive with that, and no, I'm not. Probably gonna get knocked out here. So that's not good. And I don't have anything that can survive. No armor. No armor. Looks like I'm going to suffer defeat here. Rip. Luckily I get 2 more losses, but look, there's a Posto. Whoa, where did I go? I missed it. definitely gonna have to go back to the drawing board. Definitely a lot harder than the previous strike tower. So again, I'm gonna go back in range, and we're gonna mix in a couple of rare class dinosaurs now. So here's what the difference is between last week and this week, besides I just lost. The difference is the strike towers dinosaurs, when they swap in, they get a free attack. And my dinosaurs this week are less leveled than in last week. So you're definitely going to want to bring a little bit of thunder here. A little bit of something something. Gallimimus not dodging, I mean, that's what it's there for. So I'm gonna go with 2. And I'm gonna go with 2. 2 commons and 2 rares. Let's see how this one works out. I'm just call a spade, that was luck. I hope this other dinosaur is really low on health. Not good. 2 losses, I only get 1 more, so I'm gonna go back to the drawing board here, and got a lot of work ahead of me. All right, so I'm only 2 steps in, and I already have 2 losses. I'm going to abandon all the commons, because they're just not doing it. And even having the advantage over my opponent is not helping. And there's no more time to mess around. I can't lose again. So I feel pretty good about getting through this level. And then I'll open the incubator, and then I will just kind of, like I said, I'm not gonna make you guys watch 45 minutes of me losing at this point to this strike tower. But we'll definitely open the incubators, and then probably show the last, if I make it that far, the last of the, oh, irritator. I wanna get up to 200 on that. The last of the tower. Okay, so a couple of things. I don't even think my rares are going to make it through this strike tower. And this is tough. And I need to work on getting some of these swap-in dinosaurs leveled up higher, because they are really a pain to deal with. So Irritator Gen 2, Caprosuchus, which I had just mentioned, and like, we're halfway through this, and I already have 2 losses, and I'm not feeling confident. I'm going to go ahead and switch in my, there's a Giraffe and Titan over there, but I'm gonna go ahead and switch in my 2 epics, and then kind of pray at that point. Like I mentioned, I went ahead and swapped in the 2 epic class dinosaurs that you're gonna be able to dart this weekend. I'm just, honestly, just not feeling confident in my abilities with these dinosaurs, with the levels of these dinosaurs, and I would rather not lose the 3rd time and be forced to spend hard cash to continue this epic strike tower. And I definitely want whatever goodies are in this incubator. You know, I don't know what I would take out of my team, and in fact, again, I'm going to give Dwebble a shout out. He's probably already done it, but he's looking over my team to see if he can make heads or tails of the mess that I have, to give me the best opportunity to get to the 2550. You have, you know, just like over 3 days left for that. I guess I kind of have to dart this Amargasaurus while I'm here, even though she's not part of today's video. Definitely could use an event with dinosaurs like Amargasaurus. Apatosaurus just became a little bit more difficult to find in the wild. They're out at dusk and night, but actually dusk and dawn, maybe at night too. But I got a lot going on here, so let me collect. Just gonna activate this one, and I have 6 wins, 4 more to go. Not feeling confident. I feel better now than I did, but like I could easily lose. I don't think that move that is supposed to lower the opponent's damage by 50% works all the time. Because my opponents... Dang. Because my opponents keep hitting through it for several hundred. I don't know what to do here. I hope I don't get knocked out. And that was close. I'm not convinced that the counter, quote unquote, works against these dinosaurs, and I definitely, I've said it before, but I definitely have a newfound respect for these dinosaurs. Some more Gorgosuchus. Alright, I've been, like, I'm this close to not making it through, so I'm gonna try to power through and hopefully go undefeated straight into this epic incubator. So I made it to the final level, and it's been okay. No real threat of losing any of the other battles, but could I have done this with my common team? Absolutely not. No chance. Could I have done it with the rares only? Most likely no. It would have been close to get to this point, but no, I don't think I could have. And the thing that I've learned off of this is that, as you see with this first move here, like, you have to go with the nullifying. I got nothing. You have to go with that nullifying strike right away. Like, you have to take them out of their game. And on this strike tower, if you're going to do it over the weekend, I believe you have 3 days to do this. It's imperative that if you don't have high dinosaurs that can just tank. Man, I may have spoke too soon. This is not going well. If you don't have dinosaurs that can tank these hits, you have to do something to nullify out that ferocious strike, because that ferocious strike will just eat you up. There's nothing you can do about it. It is a very powerful move, and so I think I'm just gonna go for the knockout here and try to tie this up at 1 each. So if you are gonna do this over the weekend and you are gonna try to do it the way that I'm doing it, make sure you lead off with something that has that nullifying strike, whether it's Tanicolagrius, whether it's... This is not good at all. Monostegotops. Oh goodness, what am I gonna do? Well, I mean, the first thing that I have to do is I have to get rid of that ferocious strike. God, this thing hits so hard. But now watch this. So here's the good news. Actually, 726. If I'm able to do this, I think I'm going to get Irritator. I haven't gotten really any Irritator DNA out of this. So watch this. If I survive this attack right here, and there's nothing saying that I will, watch this. So now my opponent's going to do 0 damage, and I think I'm going to win here because, not on this move, but I think my opponent's going to do no damage, and that's going to allow me to finish off the Irritator. And like, look how close that was. I was that close to not winning that strike tower. So definitely want to bring some quality dinosaurs to the strike tower. Epic Incubator, here we go. What do we get out of it? 12,000 coins, which is nice. I need those. Irritator Gen 2, I don't really need. Nundasuchus, I could probably almost take Nundasuchus up to level 20. Probably about 6,000 short. Baryonyx Gen 2. Nice. That's 2 more level ups for my Pyroraptor. Postmetrodon. Nice. And Gorgosuchus. Not terrible. Not the best. Let me go ahead and open up this incubator heavy here today. Let's see. Euphlocephalus, Stygimoloch Gen 2, Ornithormimus. So not bad there either. And where's my Pyritator? I think if I can go 2020, I can take Pyritator up to level 19. There's 120. Now, if I can just avoid the dreaded troll of a 10. Nice. This is going to eat through almost all of my coins here. 30,000. That's half of my coins. But I think Pyritator is worth it to take up to level 19. So really excited about getting that. And let me know in the comments below a couple of things. I know I already asked you one, but do you have a newfound respect for these power-up dinosaurs that we are facing in the strike towers? And were you able to knock out all 10 levels on your first try? Or like if you didn't just use OP dinosaurs, like if you tried to use this week's dinosaurs, were you able to take it out on your first try, or did you have to buy back in? That's all I've got for today. There will be special weekend editions of Jurassic World Live videos this weekend. I'm expecting another incubator strike tower at some point, probably on Saturday, but I will do videos and I'll try to get those out early so that you can take my information before you go out. That's all I got for today. So until next time.